If you've ever asked the question, how to buy a vacation rental with no money, believe me, you're not alone. And guess what? There's absolutely a way to do this. Let's find out how. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. My greatest passion is helping people just like you create financial freedom through multifamily real estate. And on this channel, we specifically target content that helps you generate passive income. And this video is brought to you by our Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle. It's an inner circle of students we help get to their goals and dreams faster. If that's something that sounds like you'd be interested in, go to the description, click that link. You can hop on the phone with one of our team members and we'll tell you all about what this inner circle is of students that are rocking it and absolutely blowing it up. In fact, one of our students leveraged the very strategy I'm going to teach you today and is now talking to real estate agents and getting Airbnbs with no money. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Rental arbitrage is where you rent a property from a landlord, then you put it on sites like Airbnb and VRBO and Furnish Finders. You put it on these sites and you rent that through vacation rental sites and you make a difference in profit. So it might cost you $1,000 to rent. You might make $2,500 a month on a short-term rental and you get to keep the difference. It's called rental arbitrage. You don't have to own the property. You don't have to insure the property. You don't have to pay for utilities a lot of times. The landlord will pay for utilities. A lot of things go away. And guess what? You don't have to pay for a majority of the maintenance. If a toilet clogs or if something happens with a shower head or a door handle, guess what? The owner often pays for that and they pay for that maintenance. So this is a powerful way to get into the short-term rental game without having to shell out a bunch of cash. Now, I am going to say there is going to be a small amount of expense as you prep a new property for Airbnb, but there's even a way to do that without using your own money, and I'm going to share that with you at the end. So here's kind of the DNA of rental arbitrage. You find a landlord who wants to rent out their property. You pay them just like an average monthly tenant would pay them. And then you list that site so other people can book that site and then visit that as a vacation rental. So when you're looking for these properties, you're looking for properties in desirable areas that people want to travel to, and you're looking for sites that Airbnb is allowed in that area, and you're looking to partner with landlords that want a trusted source like you who's going to guarantee rent every month. And so we're looking for landlords in travel-friendly areas where people are traveling to in order to short-term rental that property so that we don't have to necessarily buy the property, insure the property, or maintain the property. But there are two expenses you do need to be aware of. Now remember, stick around and I'll share with you how to get around these expenses. The two expenses you need to be aware of are furnishing and the rent payment. So furnishing, you're going to have to furnish the property. You're going to have to put in couches and beds and silverware, and you're going to have to furnish it just like you would any apartment that you're going to short-term rental. You're going to have to imagine you're going to your own house. What do you need there in order to live? Of course, you don't need wardrobe and stuff, but you do need closets. You need fixtures in you need the bathrooms all set up. You need towels. You need sheets. You need beds, just like if you went to a hotel. But then you have to make sure you have a kitchen. So the kitchen, then you can start thinking, I need glasses, plates, silverware, all the things. Well, that costs money. So you have to understand furnishing a property, depending on the size, is going to be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Now, I know you might think, Mike, I don't have $5,000 to $10,000. Hang on, I'll share with you how to navigate that in a moment. But the second thing you're going to have is that first month's rent and deposit. So often you're going to have to give a deposit to the landlord and give a first month's rent in order to get going, and that's before you've made any money. So let's say furnishing it is $7,500 and it's $1,000 a month. So you have $2,000 for a deposit and first month's rent. So that's, let's say, $9,500. Call it $10,000 even. You need $10,000 in order to start this project. Now you step back and say, Mike, I thought I asked how to get into this with no money. One of the fastest ways you can get into this is by leveraging people, quite frankly, like me. So if you go find the property and you go find the property, find the landlord, and you're ready to go and you found it in a great area, people like me will fund that property for a portion of the profit. So you can actually partner with people that have that revenue, that can put up that 10 grand, and then you are a partner with them. Well, the cool thing for you is all you have to do is find properties. It doesn't take any of your own money. You can do this over and over and over and over again. My brother, Chris Haskins, that is on another channel. He's a great buddy of mine, does a lot of teaching around real estate. Him and I have talked about this, and he's, by the way, one of the founders of the Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle with me. Him and I were talking the other day. He's found somebody in his area who has partnered with him and Chris is funding all of the renovations, meaning all of the furnishing, all the first month's rent, the deposit, he's funding all that. This person's managing it all, and they're splitting the profit. You could go to people who have some capital that want to get into the Airbnb game, and they only need $10,000 to do that. You could partner with people all day long and never need your own money. However, you do need to know what money is needed, and the money that's needed is furnishing, first month's rent, and your deposit. Usually. In some areas, they might ask for the last month's rent. So you might need that $1,000 rent times 3, which is $3,000. But often with the landlord, you can negotiate that. You say, hey, I'll sign a 2-year lease if you give us 2 months of rent up front free so that we can get the thing furnished and get up and running. And a lot of times landlords will do that if you extend that lease out to 24 months. I believe the rental arbitrage game is one of the biggest opportunities in real estate right now to get into real estate because you may not have money. This is why I love real estate, because it's open to everybody. I don't care how much money you have. The question is, how much strategy are you willing to learn and apply? If you come to our channel and you're like, yeah, but Mike, I want to get into real estate, but I don't have any money. No worries. There's ways to get in. Now, let's say you've come to this video and you're watching it for somebody else and you have a lot of capital. This is still a way to get in. You can do many of these at once, furnish them, and start leveraging this Airbnb model. In fact, we're looking to do this inside of our own business. We've got the money to buy the homes and the loan power in order to get a loan for a property and Airbnb it. We've got that power. But guess what? The arbitrage power, I still don't have to fix it. I still don't have to insure it. I've got so much and I can do it so much quicker. So even for high-end investors, this is a model you should be looking at. And as always, make sure you subscribe to our channel, join our family of investors that are growing their passive income every single month. Smash that thumbs up button as it gets to more people and turn on that bell notification so you get notified every single time we do a video. And by the way, always drop your questions and comments below. How are you doing in the rental arbitrage game? Did you even know this exists? What questions do you have? We love to engage with you. So drop your questions below. We'll get every single one of them answered. Have a fantastic day. See you in the next video.